maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Niners had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Murray going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself.
Touchdown, 49ers!
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Try the right side with Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second down and 6 now from the 42. Now Murray off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Jenkins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray again. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Complete, it's Dotson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
42 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. But once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give running right is Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Right back to Mitchell here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Tua going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Kinlaw collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3.
The downside for the defense is they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tougher quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure.
And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Forward.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Miami.
situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Giants had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. McCaffrey on the counter. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation,
touchdown, Carolina! Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play, but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mayfield now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A little juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Given 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Mayfield. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Thomas has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Amari Barno in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again. Amari Barno dropping him for the 2nd straight play.
Hey, you playing that nigga money?
Blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
What, you got to go to the Bluetooth settings?
Going up top.
Oh.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
With the USB.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers
Oh, like on the remote play app.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that.
And it's a tough ass game, bro. Fuck. Man, you seen that the end, the pick, nigga? He threw that bitch straight to that nigga, dog. That shit was foo-foo, bro.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I don't know. He was on this bitch earlier. Man, this nigga Baker is ass, dog.
To try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nah.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield.
Nah. Oh, a dongle like the USB.
Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Good job tapping both of them down. And convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Robbie Anderson's been used more as a short field receiver in Carolina than the deep threat he was in New York. Over 1,600 yards in 2 seasons with the Panthers. Now
Yeah, in that no-trade league.
In Charlotte. He picks up a first down here, and he's certainly hoping they get back to throwing him the long ball.
And now a throw on first down.
I thought I'd be able to work with Baker. This nigga stink.
There with that throw partner, the defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
I think he already had this shit made type shit.
Football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3rd and short yardage.
Boy, this Panther defense keeping me in the game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they
Then I can't use my custom in this hole, boy.
line of scrimmage, the 37.
Yeah, I got the share play up too.
Now Mayfield.
What?
And his throw here is incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he'll take a shot from the catch.
Bro, he overthrew a wide open nigga. I'm done, bro. I got the fucking Panthers, bro. He just overthrew my nigga McCaffrey wide open in the end zone. Swear to God, dog.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
Hey, you fucking with that gas?
Pick up there on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great
That nigga usually have better shit than that, though.
third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the
Hey, they moved that nigga Barno to defensive end.
loss of a yard there at 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information
That nigga defensive end on his hoe. I'm trying to see if they did that shit in real life.
saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
They've been in the red zone.
Yeah, that's what they do on Warzone, bro.
Scored a single point. Can they break through? Again, McCaffrey.
That's why I don't see how you playing that shit. That's how niggas do on that hoe, dog.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
They just not starting it down Lakers game. Fuck.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Damn, it's Taco Tuesday. They had Brian. Oh, man. 10.5 points.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes.
Give me that shit. Defense too hard. That defense too stiff out here.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more.
Oh yeah, AD got 4 points already. Yes, sir.
And it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield.
I just started winning, nigga. I just scored like 2 minutes ago. And he threw me a pick.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action?
Nigga, this game was tough as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a throw out line to Anderson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Nigga, Baker throw bullshit all game.
It's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? You got to catch the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people at the block in front of him? Either fellow receiver.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
What kind of TV?
Is able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Acer TV.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Hey, that nigga Daredevil say I was on the YouTube.
26 officially, so a net gain.
Smoked his ass up yesterday.
The Giants offense at the
Bro, how I dodged you? You was missing for 2 days, bro. Be real.
It's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yards.
That's the same shit Money said when I played his ass. I wanted to play it though for real. Now I don't give out no free dubs, nigga. Give a fucking nigga beat me by 100, nigga. I'ma play that hoe.
Frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the results.
And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down.
That buddy ass trade. I ain't forgot, nigga.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hell no. Hey, they tried to block my trade. I just got Derrick Henry. They tried to block my shit.
And my goodness, another interception.
I gave that nigga a 91 overall center. I gave him Austin Eckler and Kenneth Murray.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough.
You talking about motherfucking Hubbard?
Impressive. But Charles, let's flip it.
Nah, I gave him Akers. That's what I'm saying. Eckler, that's his name.
Struggling this much at this stage of the game. Do you maybe try to get it?
I got a nigga Eckler, my center, and that linebacker Murray. He is on simulation. I'm finna show niggas.
He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence. Actually,
I don't like Austin Eckler. That's why I did that shit.
to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Not no more shit.
Throw complete there to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina 1st.
What's your headset broke or something?
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard.
Nigga been on YouTube.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra
Hey, nigga ain't beat me no more. I ain't gonna lie to you.
trying to keep them from locking down and
Nigga, we just got much better.
they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
No, it ain't, nigga. I got a new playbook for him.
Off the clock. He ran the previous
Ask this nigga right here.
play action up nicely.
Ask this nigga right here.
Because they'd shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your key.
Hell yeah.
Because you dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Ooh.
On 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I ain't want to wait on that shit.
Back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the
This playbook here, Dookie, Green Bay, ass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Bro, they got Schobert on this whole cheese, huh? A nigga with the Giants. Bro, that's what my team look like on PL2, fool. That's why I lose so much in that hole. Niggas ass. Damian Pierce is a 76 right now after the season. Pierce, nigga, the running back. He's 76 overall on my team right now. After the whole season. He's ass, bro. They had him ass when we first started this shit. That nigga ain't nothing like he is now. That nigga like 86 speed. You say what? Alright.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return.
That nigga say go hit my cap. I ain't no cheater, bro. Tell him, dude, I ain't no cheater, bro. You should have. It depend on what the cap hit was though. When the nigga you traded.
Now Jones. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from payday. Barkley will take it in.
The nigga said something about niggas think I'm cheating in that hole. I'm like, what the fuck?
Here in the early part of the season, 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
He certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it?
Yeah, I remember Mike. Yeah, he tried to make it seem like it was because he lost that game.
Touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. To finish this one off.
He ain't gonna let you forget, fam. Ah, man, I didn't possession catch. Fuck.
Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, you trying to do a buddy trade like them niggas? They be accepting some bullshit. Like, bro, what? You was giving up too much, in my opinion, bro. It don't matter though, bro. You can use roll, nigga.
Kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Giants going to go ahead and use
Bro,
the
you tried it. That was Eric Rowe, right?
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left.
Hell yeah, roster dunk.
That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They don't know that though.
That's a nice job there, knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe
That was just too much, bro. You giving them pitch and roll for one nigga, bro.
finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on third.
A nigga called him out the other night. I was thinking about that shit, bro. He might be.
Throw it here. And that's incomplete.
He might be though, bro.
Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, Carmen Curl from the Washington.
Because you're never going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
That shit was crazy, dog.
Running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Hauled in by Anderson.
Oh, hit his ass with a spam. Ah, we gotta get back to a touchdown out here, bro. What the fuck? Hit niggas with the cheese blitz. I know it.
This is a very close ball game. In the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
That's the nigga name on the tube. King Wolf.
They stood up.
And that was a stressful ass game at the beginning, my nigga. I don't got that weak ass shit. Bro, I had the disc when I bought that Modern Warfare. Oh, you talking about what? Nah. Mm-mm. Them niggas on that, they on that old shit.